Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. I am back. I'm still not 100% recovered, but I'm on the right track, and it turned out to be more than just a cold, and that's why I've been away from YouTube for over a week now. I've definitely missed doing my daily work here on YouTube and connecting with everyone, but we are getting on top of the situation, hopefully, and so I'll slowly but surely start to come back. I want to thank everyone for being patient. I want to thank everyone for being kind, everyone who has reached out with comments, emails, messages of any kind, or just sent positive energy my way. I do appreciate it very, very much. And I've always, every day been thinking about, oh, I'm not, doing anything. I'm not posting anything on YouTube. I know everyone's thinking of me. I know everyone is probably worried, in terms of where I am and what's going on. And I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate that. I do have to pace myself coming back, so I will try to do the dailies every day as usual. Here on YouTube. I may not be able to jump to doing my posts on Facebook, Instagram, and my blog every single day. I don't think I'll be able to do that at this time because honestly I have a lot of private readings to catch up on, and that's my priority. I hope everyone understands that, and I do have to pace myself at the same time, so it's a careful balance that I need to reach there. But I'm getting better every day, so I do hope that things should be back on track soon enough. Okay, I'm not gonna try and put a time frame on it. I hope to be just back to normal, hopefully in the next week. Okay, hopefully I'll be caught up by then, and then back to usual. But I just wanted to do dailies. They're probably going to be a little shorter than usual because I do get a little bit tired if I talk too much at once, and like I say, I have to do my private readings first, but I do want to do at least the daily advice video for YouTube here so that I can still connect with everyone. So that's the plan anyway. Thank you so much for being patient. Thank you so much for being kind, and all the beautiful energy that you've been sending my way. I do appreciate it, and it definitely helped and kept me motivated to get on top of things and to just get the situation under control. All right, so that's pretty much what I can think of to say now, and we're just gonna jump into the daily video for the 26th, or whenever you do watch the video, that's when you're meant to. For everyone who's new, this is a general reading looking at the energies that surround us at this time, all of us regardless of sign, and what we need to know about these energies in order to use them for our highest good. And I will be doing that intro that I mentioned so that you don't have to, if you're here every day, you don't have to listen to the same intro every single day. You can just skip through it, but for anyone who's new, the information may be relevant. Okay, so our message for today revolves around clarity, clear intentions, and clear communication. Okay, so at the bottom line here is clear communication, because we talk with other people, but we talk with our guides, our angels, with the universe in terms of affirmations and manifestation. So we're always communicating. And the message is to be clear when we set our intentions, to be clear when we're asking for what we want, to be clear when we tell people our truth. Excuse me. And it's also about being open to messages, being open to communication. So let's just go through the cards, and I'm using the Tarot of the Old Path, and the the Wisdom of Avalon, I think, Oracle deck. So, first card that we have representing the influence of the past on our current situation, we have the Six of Rods, or the Six of Wands. With the Six of Wands here, this is where we're coming from. So this talks about a success in our lives. This does talk about that time when we stood up, we took center stage, we were inspiring people, people were paying attention to us, we were guiding people, we were leading by example. It is definitely a card of success and victory and reaching a goal, and that's where we're coming from. The other side of the Six of Rods is we always have to say, this is victory, this is success, but it's important that we remember the people or the circumstances that helped us reach this success. Okay, so it's important to stay grateful. It's important to recognize our merits, yes, but also everything else that happened and everyone else that worked with us or helped us in some way to get to where we want to get to. But this is definitely a sense of personal triumph or personal victory where we had that clarity moment of, you know what, yes, I've been through a lot in life, but I'm still here, I'm still standing, and I know, because of everything that's happened, I know who I am, I know what I want, I know what I deserve. I'm not a victim of circumstance. I've learned from every single experience and I'm using it to my advantage. So it's a very empowering energy that is influencing us. And today we're setting out on new ventures. This is the Eight of Pentacles in today's energy. So this is all about, okay, we've been learning things until now. We've been studying, we've been researching, we've been practicing, we've been considering things and then trying to see how we can apply them, how we can understand them better, how we can incorporate them in our lives. And so for today, we are starting to apply what we've learned. So today could be a day for new opportunities and new beginnings, to apply our skills, our gifts, our knowledge, our experience, to create a new path or a new way of being for ourselves. Now this could come in the form of being open to any kind of job offer that may come our way, not just the one we had our mind on. Again, it's being open to receiving messages, being open to receiving blessings, being open to receiving communication. This could also be making peace with someone and burying the hatchet and then starting off on a new path, because now we are not, held back by that experience. This could be making peace within ourselves with a certain situation, and that's a new way of being, because now we are more confident, we understand ourselves better, we know who we are better, we know what we want, what we don't want, what we deserve, what we don't deserve, and so on and so forth. So whatever this is, we're starting to apply what we've learned along the way. And this could be in a practical day-to-day sense, like we've been training for something and now we start the job and we get to apply what we've learned. Or it could just be personal growth, spiritual growth, where we are learning and we are taking stock of everything that we've been through and what it has taught us. And we're going to use that experience to start a new way of being, a new way of living, new paths for ourselves today. And the energy that we're moving into, this is illusion. This is the Moon card. So this is all about understanding our emotions, understanding how to process our emotions, understanding the difference between intuition and ego, trusting our intuition more, therefore. This is new cycles, okay? The Moon is a card about cycles. It's not just about, yes, intuition, listen to your intuition. It also talks about cycles. And so it's starting new cycles for ourselves on a deeper level. Okay, so we are going further into detail. We are going up a level, okay? With whatever this is that we're starting today, it will open up a new world to us. And it will dispel confusion and illusion. Okay, we will see things for what they are. We will know things, as opposed to having to wonder about them, or we will know what's going on. We will see what's going on. We will have more certainty. We will feel more confident. Okay, we won't be afraid of our emotions anymore. We won't be afraid of, letting our hearts rule us, because maybe they're going to steer us in the wrong direction, because now we understand where our feelings come from, where our emotions come from, why we feel a certain way, why we have been reacting in a certain way until now to certain situations. And so we take our power back, and we are learning to live based on instinct, intuition, and higher knowledge, as opposed to letting emotions rule us. Okay? And our guidance card is 41, communication. So this is all about clarity. It needs to be about clarity today. Communicating clearly with the universe when we set our intentions, when we say, this is what I want, this is what I'm open to, this is what I'm grateful for, send me more of this. Making clear statements to the universe in terms of, I know I don't deserve this, so I will no longer stand for it. I will no longer accept it in my life. Remove this from my life. This is also about communicating clearly. And there's a difference between speaking your mind and being rude. Okay, this is not about where we just don't put a filter on because, hey, we get to speak our minds. No, this is about speaking clearly, but from a place of kindness and diplomacy. Okay, because that's how we express our ideas clearly, and it's about the message as opposed to anything else ego related. Okay, it's about communicating clearly in terms of, let's say someone hurts our feelings. Instead of getting all up in our emotions and then feeling like we need to say something to hurt that person back, or feeling like we need to swallow our tongue because we feel attacked. It's about rising above those emotions, understanding, yes, they're there and they're triggered. However, what is more important to us then? To prolong that situation, or to communicate clearly to be able to resolve the situation in terms of, okay, I understand what you're saying, however, maybe this wasn't the best way to put it because it kind of hurts my feelings, okay, because of this and this and this. However, I want us to move forward, and I believe that we could do this by this and this and this. Okay, so it's all about learning to communicate more clearly and to speak our truth, but with integrity and diplomacy. It may also be a time when we may look at anything left unsaid, anything that is confusing or unclear still, and we may try to, pay some attention to that in terms of, okay, how can I get clarity? If there's information that I don't have, then I can just go ahead and get that information. If I am still confused about a conversation, maybe it's time to readdress the conversation and say, okay, I'm still not clear on what you meant. Could you please say it to me differently so that I understand it? It's all about getting clarity today in the messages we speak, but also it's about being open to messages that are trying to come to us, okay? From the people around us, but more importantly from the universe and our spiritual team. They're always talking to us, and they're always clear, or they can be as clear as we ask them to. Okay, we can ask for signs, for confirmation, we can ask for whatever it is that we need, and we can even tell them, if this is what I'm supposed to do, show me whatever you feel that would make sense to you. A feather, a coin, an arrow, light, whatever. And they will speak to us exactly that way. So it's really, really important that we pay attention to how we communicate, what we put out there, what we manifest, what we envision for ourselves, because we are communicating that that's what we want to the universe. And it's also about allowing them to communicate to us and being open to that communication. And maybe it does take learning a new way to communicate, learning a new way of being in terms of paying more attention to intuition as opposed to our other senses, or whatever the case may be. It's going to be very different things for everyone. But at the bottom, I keep wanting to say at the bottom of the deck, or bottom line. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. So we have the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And this is important because this is talking about a mastery. Okay, when we get to the level of a king, it's about mastering what gives us security. Okay, so it's mastering emotion, bringing it more down to earth, okay, in our thoughts, in our reactions, and all of that. And feeling more confident, more secure, and safe within ourselves. Thinking more clearly about ourselves, and therefore communicating more clearly. Because when we think in a clearer and orderly fashion, so to speak, we can communicate in a clear fashion. And so it is definitely a time for change with the number 41, and new ways of communicating coming up today, or new ways of being coming up today, for the better for us. Okay, so, and it's, you know, it's kind of nice that I started communication, so to speak, today, and we get this message for today as well, where I cleared things up a little bit, or a little bit more, about what's going on and where I've been. So it's kind of cool, you know, seeing all the connections and how things can play out. But of course, it can be very different things for everyone. But I really hope that the message makes sense, and I hope it helps. Thank you so much for being patient and supportive. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you in tomorrow's video, and we'll take it from there. Slowly but surely, I will be back on track. So thank you again. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.